Have you ever been having a conversation with someone and maybe you've been talking about a celebrity or maybe one of your friends or just a stranger or just anybody at all, and you both have very, very different opinions on this one person? Maybe you said something to them like, what? How can you not like this person? They're so sweet, they're so nice. What you're saying, I don't see it. It doesn't make any sense. And then them on the other hand, maybe they're saying this person's really stuck up or really cocky or just full of themselves or just someone that is not pleasant to be around. So what is happening here? This is considered to be called the halo effect. So the halo effect is something that is caused by someone giving you a first impression. Yes, I've talked before about how first impressions mean nothing, and in the grand scheme of things, I still believe that they mean nothing, but this effect is relevant for people who have not decided to take that next step from acquaintance into friendship. They just made an assessment and then that's as far as they got. So the halo effect is basically a phenomenon that alters your perception of them based on a first impression. If they give you a good first impression, you go on a timeline in this direction, where everything that you think about them is positive. What if they give you a bad first impression? You go on a timeline that is in this direction, where everything you think about them is negative. And this is only the beginning of the halo effect. So let's say you went on this direction, positive, and your friend went in this direction, negative. So when you guys both meet back up and have a conversation, they don't line up at all, because everything that you've ever known has been good, and everything that they've ever known has been bad. One of you is correct, and one of you is not. And the thing that's the craziest about this effect is that it actually burns an image into that person's mind that cannot be changed. So for example, if you say all these great things about this person, the person that thinks negatively will still say, I don't know, like, from what you're saying, I don't really see that. I don't believe that. Like, it's possible, but from what I know, this person's not really a good person. And it's strange, it even works in reverse. They can give you all these horrible, horrible examples of all these things that this person has done, and you still will be like, I don't see it. Honestly, like, this person has never done me wrong. They've been so nice, so uplifting, so positive. Like, I'd have to see that side of them to believe it. But until then, I think you're wrong. And oddly enough, I've actually had this happen to me quite a few times that I'm even aware of. I'm sure it's happened more than that. Even since I've started doing YouTube, I'm sure it's already happened more times. For example, if the first video you ever saw of me was me being crazy and acting psycho, then you might just think that I'm some weird kid. I'm always just silly, always joking, probably not that smart. And then on the other hand, if the first video you ever saw of me was something like this, or one of my other ones where I'm very, very serious, then you might think, you know what? Like, this guy's actually really smart. I had no idea. And then you might switch over to one of my other videos where I am being crazy, and you'd be like, yeah, he's just acting though. Like, he's acting weird, but I know he's actually really smart. Or if you're one of the people that saw me being crazy first, and then you switched over to a video like this, you might think, yeah, this is really fake. Like, he just looked up a bunch of stuff and he's just acting smart. I know he's not smart. And it's funny because first impressions in this situation, if let's say the first thing you ever saw was the crazy video, and then you just stop there, you'd be like, this guy's weird. I'm done. We're out. We gotta go. We're done. Like, this kid just is mental, mate. I'll tell ya. He just is crazy. I guess all I'm trying to say is don't allow the halo effect to skew your perception of somebody before you fully get to know them. Of course, you're allowed to form an opinion, and if you genuinely just don't care to get to know somebody, then I guess it's just up to you. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people in your life that you've actually done this to and you aren't even aware. Maybe you've decided for yourself that some of the people around you are very simple and there isn't much to know anyways. Like, I don't know about you, but for myself, if somebody doesn't really know me at all, they think all I do is just go to the gym and work out. That's literally it. But if we ever get to talking and I tell them that I'm really into music, for some people their eyes come alive and the conversation can go for hours. And in that instance, their perception of me has just altered from the timeline of maybe not negative, but maybe just from neutral to a bit more positive. Maybe you've had this happen for yourself as well when you've been talking to somebody, and as they get to know you more, you're getting closer and closer and closer with them. And the perception is changing, they're growing to have more respect for you, and they might have to reassess everything they knew about you because up until now, all they had known is one very simple fact about you. So yeah, maybe think about it. Think about, is there anybody in your life who you just decided, I don't like this person? And once you've decided that, looking at it now, do you even know why? Is it because somebody else told you that that person isn't someone that you should like, if that even makes sense? Or did you have a bad experience with that person and maybe now you just have a bad perception of them? Maybe it's been a couple of years since you've talked to this person and they've come in contact with other people and these other people love them. People are always ever changing and your perception of them should be adapting all the time. If you're the type of person that holds a grudge and this grudge has been going on for several years, there's a chance that the person that you had a grudge against doesn't even exist anymore. Anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. If you did like the video, please like and share and subscribe if you're new. I do appreciate everybody that subscribes. If you have any ideas of anything that you'd like to hear me talk about, please leave it down in the comment section below. I'm always looking for new topics and ways to expand myself, and I love hearing from you guys. And so until next time, I will see you later. Peace. I'm sure you've done the exact same thing before as well. Doesn't it seem kind of weird how just your presence alone can cause someone to panic? It's funny. It's kind of cute. But for some reason, this is something that a lot of us miss.